Hello everybody and welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone tutorials. In this video I'll be showing how to build the life and death door. So I have it set up so it is a randomizer whether you will live and or die going through this door. You can also set it up so no one dies at all, or you can set it up that someone dies every single time they go through this door. So if we go ahead and walk through the door, let's see if we lived fine. Now this lever back here is what shuts down the mechanism so no one dies ever. So let's go ahead and go right back through and we'll try again. Let's keep trying until we actually die. So we're gonna go through like this and we didn't die again. Man, I'm doing pretty good here. I'm not dying. So let's try again. I have it set up so you live most of the time. There we go. We died. Now I did set this door up so you can't run through it as well. So if you try to run through it, you will still die. So let's see. Yep, we still died. As you see, I tried to run through and I still died. Now let me show you, if in case you want to kill them every single time, all you have to do is go right down here, go inside this dispenser and only put a non-stackable item in there. So now if I go through it, I will die every single time. Also, if we flip this lever down right back here, then every single time we go through the door, no one will die. That block will still come across, but you don't have to worry about ever dying. You see, there we go. For this build, we are going to need an 8x3 spacing, and we're also going to have enough room to dig down one. Now for this build, we are going to need one hopper, 4 sticky pistons, 1 dropper, a redstone comparator, 2 redstone repeaters, 3 redstone torches, 6 redstone dust. We're also going to need a lever, 2 pressure plates, 2 pieces of glass, or whatever color you really want your door to be. You could change it up if you really want to. And we're also going to need some blocks to put our redstone down on, some blocks of choice. I'm going to be using white stained clay and smooth sandstone as my flooring. Alright guys, so once you've gotten your 8x3 spacing, come to the bottom left hand corner and count over 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to count up 1 block. 1, and then right here we're going to go ahead and put 2 glass blocks. This is going to be our door. Next, what I want you to do is delete this block, and this block, and go ahead and take out your blocks of choice and place in your blocks of choice in just like that. Then we're going to take out our pressure plates and put a pressure plate here and a pressure plate here. Now we're going to start off by doing the opening mechanism for our door. So off to the left hand side of your door, this is going to be the front. This is going to be the front of your door. Off to the left hand side of your pressure plate, delete this block and put a repeater going this way on 3 ticks delay. Delete the block over 1 from it and put a piece of redstone dust here. Put a torch on top of this block, put a block on top of the torch, and then go ahead and put 2 sticky pistons facing inwards towards your glass block. So 1 here, and that is the whole opening mechanism done. So if we hit this right here, the door opens up and the door closes, and what we're going to do is the same thing we did here on this side. However, the repeater on this side is only going to be on 1 tick delay, and then go ahead and put a piece of redstone dust in like that. Next, we're going to put in our randomizer. This chooses whether we live or die. So we're going to delete these 2 blocks next to this pressure plate off the front of our door. Go ahead and put a dropper coming out of it. Make sure it is a dropper, guys, not a dispenser, and then put a hopper going into the dropper like that. Next, go inside your dropper and go ahead and put a non-stackable item in, such as a wooden shovel or a wooden sword, or leather. It doesn't really matter. And then a stackable item in as well. Now if you want your door to make you live a lot more, then put a lot more stackable items in. If you want to die a lot more, then put a lot more non-stackable items in there. So before we move on any further, what I want you to do is go ahead and put your death pit in. So to do that, just delete this redstone torch right here and then delete as many blocks down as you want. As you can see, I already did it. You can put lava at the bottom if you really want to, or you could just have them fall on a cactus or something and die. Once you got your pit put in, go ahead and put your torch back here to put that over. Next, what I want you to do is coming out of this randomizer right here off this hopper, we're going to delete this block, put a comparator coming out of your hopper, delete the 2 blocks right here and right here, place 2 pieces of redstone dust like that. Then coming off this block to the left hand side, delete this block and put a torch coming off the side of it. Now if this torch goes off, that means we will die. If the torch stays on, that means we will live. So if I click this right here, see, we would have lived. And if the torch goes off, nope, we still would have lived. Let's try again. If the torch goes off, we would have died. There we go. So we would have died if the torch went off right there. Next, what we're going to do is delete these 2 blocks right here and put a sticky piston facing inwards towards this way, like that. And then take out your blocks of choice. I'm going to be using smooth sandstone as my flooring and place a smooth sandstone block or whatever you're using right in front of that sticky piston. So now let's go ahead and click this button. Oh, I forgot. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is put a piece of redstone dust on top of this block right here. And we don't want these 2 connecting. So what we're going to do is put a block right here to disconnect those 2. And then put a block right above this on torch. And there we go. So now if I click this and that comes open, there, we would have died right there. But if it stays closed, we live. And now last but not least, we just have to put this 1 piston up here, so in case someone goes running through the door, they will still die from that opening up. So this is very easy. All you have to do is put a block right above this sticky piston right here, And then all we have to do is just put a torch to the side of the block. The torch should go off. And then we're going to put a sticky piston above our off torch with a block of choice in front of it. And that's literally it. So now if someone tries to run through it, they will still die. So now to test everything out and make sure it's all working, all we have to do is just fill in our door. So right here, just bring up your blocks of choice right along the door. We're going to fill up this area right here with blocks of choice. And we're also going to fill up this back area with blocks of choice like this. And now we can go ahead and test our door out. And then we'll add the lever in later. So now we're going to come right over here. And if I run through it like this, boop, as you can see, I still die no matter what, even though I ran through it. Now we just have to get out of here. There we go. And we are out of here. Beautiful. Now what we have to do is just add in our lever so we can turn off the build. So we come right back over here, and right next to where this off torch is, delete this block right here, put a piece of redstone dust like that, put a block of choice above your redstone dust, and then go ahead and put a lever right here. So if we flip down this lever right here, the mechanism will turn off. So now anyone walking through the door will no longer die. That block will still sometimes come across, but no one will die. And there you guys have it. That's the entire build. So now all we have to do is just take our blocks of choice and just fill it in so we can no longer see any of the redstone. So let's just fill up this whole little area so no one can see the redstone here. We place some blocks over here so no one can see any of the redstone right over here, like that. And then a few more blocks on this side as well. And there you guys have it. That is how you build the life or death door. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe and stay tuned with my newest videos, and I would have died right there. All right, guys, peace.